The name they used to call me is Jeff the Producer. Why did they call me Jeff the Producer? Because I was one of the first people on earth to produce bodybuilding podcasts way back in 2004 when no one knew or cared about podcasting, all right? Muscular Development, another website that I'm not going to mention, but everyone knows. Just look up Jeff the Producer and just look up what website I used to work for. I did every single podcast and created podcasts and hosted podcasts on that website. Over 10. I worked at VPX. I worked for Muscular Development. I worked for GAT. I worked for freaking Gear TV. I did Ronnie Coleman's posing music for years. Don't believe me? Just ask him. You want to know the guy who put in the "yeah, buddy, lightweight"? That was me. I'm the guy that put in that shit in his posing routine, and that's when people started repeating it, and that's when he got popular for it. Okay? Yeah, he did it in the videos, but it didn't get mega popular until he started using it because I threw it in there for his posing routine when he basically retired. I did his last Mr. Olympia routine, posing music, and then I worked with him for 3 or 4 years after that. Go ask him. I hung out and trained with the following people: Victor Martinez, Kai Green, okay? And Jay Cutler knows who I am. I filmed a lot of videos with him. And the reason why I'm bringing up Jay Cutler is because Sam Sulek just did a video with Jay Cutler. He put it on his webpage. 501,000 views. He put it up yesterday. Right now, it's the 9th of December. I don't understand Sam Sulek's mentality. Sam, I'm making this video directly for you. This is a guy who worked in the industry, let's see, 2004 until 2017. Now, how many years is that? 13 years? 13 years straight I worked in this bodybuilding industry. Let me tell you, let me just give you some raw numbers first of all to show you what a mistake you're making if you're really going to compete at the Arnold Classic, the amateur division. Let me just explain to you what the hell is going on here. Without competing on your own, on your YouTube page right now, you're at 3.82 million subscribers and you have less than 1,000 videos. You are mega popular. You are making a shitload of money every month just by you putting up your videos. Yeah, Jay Cutler's going to give you a boost. Why? Because Jay Cutler's Jay Cutler. He's one of the legends in the sport, one of the best Mr. Olympias ever. But I go to his YouTube page and Jay, I love you, but let's be honest, 1.12 million subscribers. Well, let's go to the guy that I work for, Ronnie Coleman, 2.44 million subscribers. Guess what? You beat both of them, Sam. You're at like 4 million right now, 3.82 million. You are beating both Jay Cutler and Ronnie Coleman. Well, there's only one other person that could possibly come to mind. That's right, Arnold Schwarzenegger. How many people does Arnold Schwarzenegger have on his YouTube page? 1.45 million subscribers. You beat Arnold Schwarzenegger, Ronnie Coleman, and Jay Cutler, the legends, the living legends of the sport right now. And you're going to go compete at the Arnold Classic? Do you know how many followers that the Arnold Sports Festival has? Because that's what it's called. The thing you're going to be competing at, it has 105,000 subscribers. I didn't say a million. Okay, that's 105,000 subscribers. I've worked for people who have more than that. I helped build up this guy that no one cared about, and now they give a shit about him. I'm not going to say his name, but let's just say the way you're supposed to say his name is Hajavak. And another guy who calls himself Diesel, who no one wanted to touch because of his background. I built him up. I built up so many freaking people. They beat, okay, the followers on their pages, respectively, against the Arnold Sports Festival. The trailer for the 2025 Arnold Sports Classic, Arnold Sports Festival, whatever, the thing that you're competing in, was put up 6 months ago, Sam Sulek, all right? That trailer has 5,685 views. I put up a picture of my bicep, me flexing my bicep last week on my Instagram page. Guess how many views I got? 11,000. My bicep single-handedly beat the Arnold Sports 2025 trailer. And here you are, Sam Sulek, with some sort of weird delusion and having no idea what the hell that you're about to get into if you enter bodybuilding, the disgusting, corrupt world of bodybuilding. And by the way, Arnold doesn't even care about the Arnold Classic anymore. Does he love bodybuilding? Sure. Does Jay Cutler love bodybuilding? Absolutely. Ronnie Coleman, unfortunately, can't bodybuild anymore because of all of his injuries that he sustained over the years, not just from bodybuilding, but from his previous endeavors in football and also powerlifting, by the way. And you're telling me that you're going to go to this thing that no one's going to watch. The only reason why anyone's going to buy a ticket to the Arnold Classic is to watch you compete. There's going to be about, I don't know, maybe a couple hundred more other, I'm just throwing out a rough guesstimate, but let's say like 500 people are going to be competing, right? Not one, you are going to beat no matter who's out there, unless, some crazy person decides to like compete who is more popular than you, who I can't think of right now. Okay. Mr. Unknown Sam Sulek, who by himself is about to crack 4 million subscribers on YouTube for being a bodybuilder who had never competed ever. You, my friend, are more popular than any current bodybuilder bodybuilder that is out there right now currently competing. Why would you go from a non-competitor making hundreds of thousands of dollars on YouTube to making absolutely nothing unless someone is paying you $1 million or more to go compete at the Arnold Classic? Because unless you're hiding that little piece of information, unless you have some private Saudi, oil Arab guy who wants to like help you out and giving you like a couple of $1 million to like compete, unless you're funded by Jake Paul or something, I don't understand your impetus and your reasoning for wanting to take yourself out of this comfort zone, diet down to a level which is going to be incredibly unhealthy for you. You're talking about, entering like close to 200 pounds. Like, why would you go from 260 to 200? Because your body is not mature enough to hold even 220 on stage yet. Okay, first of all. Second of all, let's say you get your pro card. There's gonna be two types of things this is gonna happen here. Number one, people are gonna say you're just gonna be gifted the pro card because of your name, which is absolutely true. Or they're gonna deliberately give you second place just so that they can force you through the system and make every small faction in the NPC popular because they're pretty much dead. The NPC, if you don't know, that's the National Physique Committee, and it's headed by corruption, and that's who you have to get your pro card there before you get to compete in the IFBB Pro. Who else? Like, what other competition are you gonna go to? What, the Arnold Classic? The pro show in 2026? Are you gonna go compete at the Mr. Olympia competition that, by the way, couldn't afford the venue that it always went to in Vegas and had to move out? I mean, what is the point of you competing, Sam Sulek? I'm trying to give you a piece of advice. I already told you who the hell I am. I don't give a shit if you don't know who I am. Go talk to your new buddy Jay Cutler. Say, hey, do you know who Jeff the Producer is? Hell yeah. Go talk to Ronnie Coleman. Do you know who Jeff the Producer is? Is it true that he did posing music for you? Yeah, he's gonna tell you. And go ask a couple of other people, who's Jeff the Producer? What did he do? And this is the guy telling you, you got to stay the fuck out of that industry, Sam Sulek. You're making a huge mistake. Think about what it is that you're gonna get, okay, out of having a little card, because it is literally a card that you're gonna have to annually pay for. And if you don't pay for that card, they strip you of your title of IFBB Pro and you have to do it again. So you're telling me that you're gonna go buy a little card that's gonna say, oh, by the way, you're the International Federation of Bodybuilding Pro, big deal, that like allows you to get paid. You're already getting paid on YouTube. You don't need no approval or no little freaking bullshit card that tells you that you're a bodybuilder. You're a bodybuilder. You don't have to compete against anyone. By the way, who do you think you're going to be competing against in like the amateur division? And if someone beats you, do you think anyone's going to care? I mean, let's say that I dieted down and I beat your ass and I come in first and you come in second and I get my pro card. People are going to hate my guts and they're still going to love you and they're going to say that, you got robbed. Let's say you come in first. Well, the guy in second is going to say, oh my God, I got to compete with Sam Sulek. And everyone's going to be kissing your ass anyway. So it's a lose-lose for everyone who competes against you. It's always going to be a win-win for you and also a win-win for the promoters because they're going to be making money off of you. So why would you take yourself out of this beautiful situation that you have, Sam? Okay? You get to cut your hair and the only one complaining about it is me because I thought you looked great with your fucking long hair, but now you cut it short, which is bizarre. But I digress. I'm trying to help you out, Sam. Buddy, listen, you have everything going on perfect in your life. You just got to hang out with Jay Cutler. How did he start the video? Everyone should go watch this video. It's called Jeff. Not Jeff with Jay Cutler. Wow. What am I thinking? Hey, what's up, Jay? It says Chest with Jay Cutler. How does he start the video? Hey, Sam, do you think it's weird that I wanted to train with you? Like a legend in bodybuilding, a living legend, said he wanted to train with Sam Sulek, a non-competitor, a non-IFBB pro, not even an NPC fucking amateur. You've never competed. And if you have competed, I don't know about it, but if you did, it doesn't matter. Completely inconsequential for your popularity. I mean, you basically were with a supplement company that ate off of you. I'm also the guy, and I'm going to put this shit out there right now. I'm the guy that made the black and white graphic of you standing next to Lee Priest because you said in one of your videos that you wanted to recreate that pose with Lee Priest. And I'm the guy that set that up. And you want to know what happened? Your guy, Fuad, completely fucked that up. I was supposed to go out there with Lee Priest. I'm the one that told him to go on the podcast to talk to you. Lee Priest sent me the video. Hey, Jeff, there's this guy out there. I don't know if you know who he is. Blah, blah. I'm like, holy shit, Sam Sulek. Yeah, you definitely got to go hang with him. And I said, fly me out there. Let me take the picture. Let me do it. So if you look up, anyone could do this right now. Look up the Lee Priest black and white photo where he was doing a tricep pose. Now type in Lee Priest, Sam Sulek, black and white photo. I'm the guy that made that fucking photo. Did I get any credit for it? Nope. Why did I do it? Because Lee Priest was my friend, and then he stopped being my friend because I made a clip. I basically clipped the interview with Lee Priest talking to Sam Sulek, and Fuad Abiad, your former boss in your supplement company, what a great fucking guy he is, he threatened Lee Priest and said, take that shit off your YouTube channel, because I ran Lee Priest's YouTube channel for 1 month this year because he was complaining, oh, I don't know how to monetize the channel. I have no money. I have no supplement company, Jeff. What should I do? And I said, don't worry, friend. Don't worry about it. I will help you. And you go to his live video back in January. And he says, my friend Jeff helping me in the background. That would be me helping out Lee fucking Priest, that little runt prick, right? So what happens? He goes and you go to the Arnold Classic and, you know, whatever. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. I clipped the video of you appearing on Fuad's podcast, and I just put you on one side. I put Louis, I put Lee on the other. I guess his name is Louis. I put you on one side. I put Lee Priest on the other side, and I made a 10-minute clip from like a 2-hour video. Fuad told Lee Priest to pull that fucking video down. I made a graphic. I promoted it. This shit was getting 20 or 30,000 views, and we sent people to that video, which was slowly building up the Fuad page, 200, 300, 400,000, 500,000. Fuad tells Lee Priest to take it down. Did he pay Lee Priest to come on the show? No. Did he pay Lee Priest to go out there and talk to you and do all that shit? No, he didn't do any of that shit. I was supposed to be the guy filming that, and you guys did a shit job because Fuad didn't set it up. He said, hey, Lee Priest wants to come into your fucking hotel room. He told me the whole story, and he told me how it got completely fucked up. It was insane, Sam Sulek. Now that's what you're going to experience. The thing that you just got out of with Fuad Abiad, that's the thing that you're going to re-experience now by going back to the fucking Arnold Classic. Now, I'm not saying Fuad Abiad's a bad guy. He's actually one of the best bodybuilding competitors ever to go out there, but he knew what the fuck was going on with that shit, stopped competing, started his own supplement company. He thought he was going to break through. He put a lot of money into it. He took a chance with you. He built you up. He just wanted creative control over all your shit, which I can completely understand, but he didn't have the right people around him to say, hey man, fucking Lee Priest is a legend. You got to let him post his shit whenever he feels like it. Way before there was a Fuad, there was a fucking Lee Priest. Lee Priest is not in the category of Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler, or fucking Arnold. He's in the category of Flex Wheeler, Sean Ray, who else? Nasser somebody. Guys you probably never even fucking heard of or don't even care about. Those legends, okay? Rich fucking Gaspari. All those guys. And from that era, you're going to tell me some fucking guy who runs a supplement company who doesn't compete is going to tell him what to do? Like, dude, this is the kind of shit that you're going to get involved in. Why would you do that to yourself? So this is just a piece of advice. Sam Sulek, I know you're not going to listen. I know you're going to think you know everything because you didn't even listen to what Jay Cutler was trying to tell you in the video. I'm about to call him Chess Cutler because I'm looking at the fucking video on my screen right now. Jay Cutler was trying to tell you that, hey man, you should probably take a day off. And what do you tell him? Well, I think it's easy for people like you to tell people to take a day off because you have to experiment first. It's like, no, he's telling you because he has the wisdom and experience because he knows that if you keep doing the shit the way that you do it, you're going to hurt yourself. So you don't listen to him. And then he's like, well, and then you tell him, well, it's kind of like the guys who are powerlifters and they lift like 500 pounds. And then they're like, well, I'm really feeling a good squeeze at 200 because the only reason they're able to say that is because they know what it's like to lift 500. Right. So why wouldn't you listen to that guy? Like, why would you? I mean, if someone tells you, hey, don't jump off the cliff because you're probably going to fucking die. Well, let me jump off the cliff and see if I can survive. Like, what are you, a fucking dimwit? You're not a dimwit. You're not you're a smart, intelligent fucking dude. What is wrong with you? Why would you compete, Sam? What I'm telling you is you are already a superstar. You're bigger than the IFBB. You have former Mr. Olympia competitors saying, I want to train with you. Is that weird? Are you fucking kidding me? Jay Cutler's a fucking legend, but you have much more followers than him and more subscribers on YouTube because you are the current. You're not the future. You're not the past. You are the current state of bodybuilding. You are the state of bodybuilding who actually influences people to get off their ass. I'm looking at some of these comments here. I didn't even look at this video yet. It says last arm day in Vegas. I'm just going to randomly read some of these comments from these fucking people. It's like unbelievable the shit that they're fucking just saying. It's like, hey, Sam, dear Santa, this year, all I want for Christmas, I want Jay Cutler to call me bro. Santa, I got you. Next one, some random fucking girl. I can't believe how good this is. Next one, it's incredible how much you care about cardio. Next one, keep taking care of yourself, Sam. You look great and healthy. Next one, welcome to Vegas, Sam. Hope you have a good time here. By some random fucking bodybuilder. You are having a positive influence on non-bodybuilders. You're drawing them in. Why would you go to an industry that doesn't give a shit about you? And an industry that has been dead for years. You know why I got out in 2017? I got out in 2017 2017, I was at the Arnold fucking Classic in 2017. I was running a booth in 2017 for, someone who was involved in the industry for a long time. Let's just say this person had a mansion and I was living in the mansion and it was unbelievable and I was having a great fucking time and I was hanging out with a bunch of MMA fighters and we were having a great time at the fucking booth. And you want to know what happened at the end? All these guys, and not the MMA guys, but all the people that were at the booth started stealing the shit. And when I go and I tell the owner what happened, this person was like, oh, don't worry about it, let them. I'm like, they just took all of the product that we're trying to sell. You don't care that they're stealing it? No, don't worry about it. It's like, that's like the kind of diseased industry that you're going to enter into. That was 2017. I can't even imagine what that shit's like now. But actually I can, because I know people recently who have contacted me, who asked for my help with videos and podcasts and doing shit. And I'm not going to say this person's name, but let's say he's also a legend. He never won the Olympia. And he's still huge and big and he's local. He's in the East Coast. He's a great guy. But why is this guy reaching out to me for help when allegedly he's this legend who was on like the covers of magazines and in movies even? Why is he reaching out to me? Because he knows that I'm the guy that's not going to fuck him over. He knows I'm the guy that's going to give him the best advice. And Sam, you don't have to listen to my advice. You're never going to hear this. There's going to be some knuckleheads who are going to say, you don't know Sam. He has a different motive. Stupid comments, right? I urge you guys, first of all, go fuck yourself. Second of all, for those who want to see if anything that I'm saying is true, just look up Ronnie Coleman's posing. I don't know. I think it's called Fibo. I think it was trying to think of the year it was. It was way back. We're talking like 2000, 2007, 2008, 2009. It was right after his final Olympia. I did all of his posing music. You're going to hear a voice in the background. That's my voice. You're going to hear music. You're going to hear Yeah Buddies. I put all that shit together for him. I did his posing music. I hung out with the dude. I trained with the dude. I trained with all these bodybuilders and I got out of that industry because it was just, it's poisonous. Look, Kai Green recently got involved with comics, right? And just take a wild guess who the guy is that connected him to Comic-Con, that connected him to DC Comics. Go ask Kai Green, who's the guy that introduced you to some major people at fucking Warner Brothers and got him into Comic-Con. He's going to tell you, Jeff the producer. That would be me. And I'm telling you, Sam, you need to get the fuck out of that industry. Don't even enter the Arnold Classic. You are making a huge mistake. And if you don't listen, you're fucking stupid. If you do listen, I applaud you. You're a superstar. You don't need these people. Do something with Jay Cutler. Collaborate with him. Help him get to 4 million fucking subscribers. Hang out with him for a year. Sign with his company because he ain't gonna screw you over. Why don't you? Here's the best thing I can tell you. This is what I think you should do in 2025. Forget about competing. Fuck that shit. Join up with Jay Cutler, okay? Join up with his supplement company. Promote his brand, his clothing. I don't know. He was talking to you about some clothing brand that you have. Well, I don't see it. I go to your YouTube page. I'm not going to search anything else for you online. But if you have a clothing brand, I don't think 99% of the people out there who watch you have no idea that you have a clothing brand. But Jay Cutler does, and he knows how to run a business. So why don't you just connect with him, collaborate with him, and by the way, tell him, I was listening to this crazy guy, Jeff the producer, and he'll say, oh yeah, I know Jeff the producer. Well, you can tell him, you can tell him I said, hey, how you doing, Jay? But the other thing you can fucking tell him is that I told you, don't compete, that you should collaborate with Jay Cutler, build up his clothing brand, build up a supplement line, create a supplement line with this guy, do a shitload of videos with you and Jay Cutler training, traveling, doing signings, all those store appearances that like you did with your last supplement company. Do that with Jay and see how different the experience is going to be. And then say to yourself, why do I need a fucking IFBB Pro card when I have IFBB Pro legends, current and past and future, by the way, who want to train and hang out with me? Dude, Sam, do the right thing. Don't compete at the Arnold Classic. You're making a huge mistake. You're already a bodybuilding superstar. You don't need to compete. Don't waste your time. You will regret it.